Welcome to Mystery Handicapper, a field of 9 that's entered. One horse will most likely scratch. And pretty much every single horse in this field needs Kentucky Derby points, with the exception of one. That's one of the favorites. It is race number 13 at Oaklawn Park on Saturday. It's the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby. It's 1 1/8 with a purse of $1.5 million. 100 Kentucky Derby points going to the winner, 50 points going to the second place finisher. Let's take a look at the field. The one horse, Raidland Rebels, at 15-1, trained by Patrick Biancone, ridden by Keith Asmussen. Broke his maiden on turf, winning by 6 3/4. Next time out in the Kitten's Joy, just lost by a neck, off of a layoff. Then in the Tampa Bay Derby, went to the lead, set the pace, finished fourth, but at 38-1, that's not bad. Can he get the distance of 1 1/8? Well, his sire won at 1 1/8, but the sire's progeny is 0 for 7 in dirt route races. Now in turf route races, progeny wins at 12%. His dam never won beyond 5.5 furlongs. But the progeny of the dam in dirt route races, 0 for 4. But in turf route races, they're winning at 27%. Kind of looks like to me that he's a turf horse. His trainer in the last 5 years in greater stakes races on dirt is 0 for 18. Getting 15-1 on the one horse, Raidland Rebels. He has 10 Kentucky Derby points. Should be forward in this race. Let's take a look at the two horse at 5-2, trained by Mark Cassie. It's Silent Tactic. Broke his maiden at Woodbine, winning by 2. Couple races after that, with Smarty Jones, he had no pace at all to run into, and he finished second in that race. Southwest, he got a little pace to run into in the Southwest Stakes, won by 3 1/4. And last time out in the Rebel, got a little pace to run into in that one as well, and just lost by a nose. Nine of the last 20 Arkansas Derby winners previously competed in the Rebel Stakes. He's shown increasing Brisnet speed figures, and his buyers have been increasing as well. His last 3 races, 81, 88, and 91. He likes the track. But he has 50 Kentucky Derby points. So he's already in the Kentucky Derby. I'm not saying he's not going to run his best. I'm just saying he doesn't have to win this race. Now, you do have $1.5 million on the line, so that's a good reason to win the race. But the last Saturday in March at Oaklawn, he doesn't have to run his best. It's the first Saturday in May that he needs to run his best. Getting 5-2 on the two horse. Silent Tactic. I will use Silent Tactic on my tickets. The 3, Blackout Time, 6-1, trained by Ken McPeak. Broke his maiden by 9 3/4. Next time out, finished second to Ted Noffey. The last time he disappointed, finishing fourth in the Rebel behind by 8, but that was off a long layoff. He should be sharper in this race. Now, in the last 6 months in greater stakes races, Ken McPeak, well, he's gone kind of cold now. He's 1 for 38. This last winner was Mystic Dan in the Lucas Classic back in September of 2025. Blackout Time has 15 Kentucky Derby points. He needs to run well in this one. I'm not going to use him on my tickets because I'm using a long shot on my tickets, but I could see this horse hitting the board. Getting 6-1 on the 3 horse. Blackout Time. It's got a nice workout back on March 14th. At 20 to 1, it's Bricklin. Won an allowance race at this racetrack impressively by 3 1/4. And in the Sunland Derby, finished third to Pavlovian. Pavlovian's a pretty good horse. He's going to have to step up his speed figures in this one. You're getting 20 to 1 on the 4 horse. Bricklin, he has 6 Kentucky Derby points. Taptastic at 20 to 1. Trained by Steve Asmussen. Asmussen has won this race 4 times. In his debut over a muddy racetrack, he won by a length and a half. And he did get Lasix in that race, and he is coming off of Lasix for this one. Asmussen, with horses coming off of Lasix in greater stakes races in the last 5 years, he's winning at 16%. This is a well-bred horse, and he's bred for longer distances. Now he has taken a big step up in class here. I think he's interesting at 20 to 1, and I'll use him underneath. Renegade at 3 to 2. Your morning line favorite. Trained by Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher's won this race 5 times. Ridden by Irad Ortiz. A couple races back in the Remsen, finished second to Paladin. In his 3-year-old debut, increased the speed figure, won the Sam F. Davis by 3 3/4. Got a 93 buyer speed figure for that race. He's going to need a little pace to run into, and he should get it. The Puma, Sam F. Davis, finished third, and he would later go on to win the Tampa Bay Derby. He's got 25 Kentucky Derby points, so he needs to show up for this one. I will use the 6 horse, Renegade, on my tickets. Napoleon Solo, 6 to 1. I guess he took a look at his past performances and saw that both of his wins came in New York. So he said, I'll pass on Arkansas Derby. I'll run in the Wood Memorial instead. So he's going to scratch out of this race. Exelsum, 20 to 1. Broke his maiden at Keeneland over a sloppy racetrack. And struggled in the LeComte. And last time out, Lasix won by a neck. Those are some pretty light speed figures. His fastest buyer speed figure is a 73, and that will not do it in this race. Getting 20 to 1 on the 8 horse. Exelsum. And to close out this field is number 9 Litmus Test with 34 Kentucky Derby points. Broke his maiden in his debut, winning by 3/4 of a length, and a 4th place finish in Delmar Futurity. Breeders' Futurity finished 3rd behind by 5. In the Juvenile, not bad, a 4th place finish behind by a length and 3/4 at 21 to 1. And won a Los Al Futurity by a length and a 1/4. Who did he beat in that race? Horse that came in second, Blacksmith. Last time out, finished 6th in the Louisiana Derby. 3rd place horse, well, he's yet to run again. 4th place horse finished 7th in the Saudi Derby. The horses that finished 5th and 6th, well, they've yet to race again. In his 3-year-old debut, he was the favorite, and he disappointed. Went to the lead, set the pace. It's a good pace. He tired out, finishing 3rd behind by 5 1/4. Blinkers are coming off. Bob Baffert, with blinkers coming off in greater stakes races, is winning at 34%, in the money 66%. Baffert has won this race 5 times, and in greater stakes races at Oaklawn in the last 5 years, Baffert's winning at 35%, in the money 65%. I will use litmus test on my tickets. So these are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Silent Tactic, Renegade, Litmus Test, and Taptastic. The horse I'm going to pick to win, I'm going to go with the 6 horse, Renegade. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.